I was just thinking of the Battle of Crete because I've just watched Detroit's latest game, and awesome game. Finished the game. You gotta finish the game. Finish, Billy. Let's finish the game. You do. Like, I understand calling it a draw, but I don't understand calling it a draw.
To the war drums?
Draw. To the war drums. I'm not so good at piano. Our sophisticated tripod system. Yeah. I've been giving this game a lot of thought. As you can see, I'm at a stout. And because of Italy's great campaign, I gotta drink a little vino.
Just a little.
Just a little. Might have been a little bit more than a little. But yeah, no. Daniel, I loved your access. Like, first off, shout out to Detroit and the Garrison. Awesome. Yeah, awesome game. Yeah, like, I think you should do some, like, I love your chutzpah. I think you should do some snapshots, and I'll take command of any of those. If anybody wants to surrender command over to me, I will take command of any of those forces. I want to see this game finished. Yeah. So, like, I don't know as much about 40 as you guys do, but to see Italy do that well was something fantastic.
Super fantastic.
So, yeah, I want to see, like, man, own Northern Africa. You've got control of the Suez. Like, still a significant fleet. Anyway, a lot of this also comes from the fact that, and other than, I got my word map here, so I remember stuff. But anyway, other than, like, the thing in Greece, which you're fighting Greeks. I mean, come on, it's, like, did you fight them at Thermopylae? This is Sparta. But yeah, other than that, I mean, you could expect that, and as you said, I can't recollect whether it was, I've given it a lot of thought, but I've also given it a lot of thought. I can't recollect particularly whether it was, General Hand Grenade or, YG that said, yeah, this is bizarre. You can't corner the Greeks. That's historical. Yeah. Even the Battle of Crete. Like, I was thinking that, like, the Italians did this and they got massacred. Like, and it kind of, like, but Germany wasn't in a position to come back in and Fallschirmjäger, like, the entire position, airborne operation, but also another very casualty high airborne operation. Anyway, regardless, just fun game, and I want you guys to finish it. And that's just in the European theater. The Pacific. Jesus, blood everywhere. The Pacific, the whole take China, like, I've done this, and the thing is, I haven't done it on 40. I've only done it with 42. But I've done that Moscow drive. Like you have to commit everything. You can't do a C line. You have to Moscow drive, and like once again, like this is 42. I'm just doing historical. Yeah, you gotta drive. Moscow drive. You gotta commit like everything. You just take Moscow. You gotta, and that's the only target that Japan and Germany can actually hit together. Like everything else is spread out. But I did like Daniel's play. Like I just think the sea line was a bit ambitious, a bit too ambitious. I would have built an Atlantic wall and thrown everything at Moscow, having, especially since you took China, you know, you can go up Moscow's, just right up Main Street, like right up the poop chute. Let's see what else. Yeah. I want to see it played out. A lot of that's also because I'm doing a set of rules. It's Total War to Cold War. So it's like you take Berlin, or I mean, like in the real war we had it. I mean, the Russians had to storm Berlin, and we had to nuke Japan, like to end the war. It wasn't victory points. It wasn't anything. I like this fight to the end. Like, I don't understand doing anything else.
He doesn't.
Yeah. And so, and then also because, like, I've also got that, like, I've got this new Cold War scenario. Like, regardless of either side winning, Axis or Allies winning, there's a Cold War ensues afterwards. And so, let's say the Allies win like we did, then it's the UK and the US in kind of a Cold War against the Soviet Union. And that's why I've also got a whole bunch of tech advanced rules that move up on tiers to show advancements. I'd like to take it like further, like beyond just the war, but to also a Cold War scenario, and not just historical like Cold War like we have, but let's say the Axis win. But let's say the Axis win. Let's say the bad guys win. Nah. So then we got like a Man in the High Castle type scenario where there's a Cold War between Germany and Japan. And I don't know if you guys have read The Man in the High Castle. It's an awesome book. Philip K. Dick wrote it. I haven't seen. There's a television series about it. I haven't watched it yet. It's getting good marks, I guess. But yeah, I haven't seen it. But I've read the book like 3 or 4 times. Like, I mean, it's Philip K. Dick. I mean, he's the same guy who wrote Blade Runner and Total Recall and blah. So yeah, regardless. So that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe even before I introduce my engineer rules. First off, I'm gonna playtest this Cold War scenario on 42 because that's what I've got currently available. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw that out there and my tech stuff, some of my tech stuff out there. I'm play testing this before I can throw it at you guys. And so right now I'm seesawing whether or not I'm gonna go with my standard. I should probably just do my standard. I'm just gonna go with my standard engineer rules first, so just get that out. But then some of this more avant-garde,
Ho, ho, ho.
Cold War scenario type stuff, like Total War, like. But I was just inspired, and it kicked something back up in me. I smelled blood in the water. Sharks. Anyway, yeah. I should have mentioned that on the piano. The only thing I can play is the Jaws theme song. But yeah, so like that stirred the blood a bit, and so yeah, I like the Total War scenario because. I mean, it was a total war. There wasn't victory points. And I love Detroit's commitment to just fight to the end. Love that. And the thing is, if you have a Cold War scenario that could happen later on, survivors, you know, in the end there can be only one. So, yeah. But yeah, so like that's pretty much it. And yeah, okay. And then also so I gotta give a shout out to Daniel just playing a crazy cool Axis strategy. That was awesome. Like Italy just rocked. That was cool. Vino around. Holy Roman Empire Batman. Like, that was cool. Yeah, and then, yeah, Elvin and Anzac, like, the stuff, like, the South Pacific, yeah, I could see, yeah, and also, yeah, with the U.S., this is why I want the war to continue, is because I could see that massive... I just hear the Imperial March right now. Bum, 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 bum. And the thing is what I would have done, unfortunately, what Daniel didn't have was, like, any infantry left. I would have pulled all of those armored units back and just nerf the border with infantry, do a counter-strike with the armor. But he was too expended at that point for any of those options. So that was interesting. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, I don't know. Detroit, your play of the UK was flawless. Like, yeah. I mean, you had that snafu originally, but I understood your intent to destroy those transports. Yeah. And, yeah. So, basically, that's it. How much time we got, baby? Alright, so basically that's it. Oh, yeah. So I'm conscripting a friend of mine to play Axis and Allies with us, because just right now, like just yesterday, he grabbed a track. Hold on, just attach it. Mm-hmm. This is bizarre. He grabbed this, right, and acting totally innocuously. It's, a track that he grabbed, a race track. This is my ex-girlfriend's car. You changed it. It was blue. It wasn't this like obnoxiously blue, but it was a shade of blue. Mm-hmm. If you it was a Millennium Falcon Subaru Impreza. He grabbed this. He's cunning. I'm telling you. He's cunning, and I'm going to get him to come in. I've had him play UK before, and he did good. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's the guy we're going to have come in. We're gonna do it. Is that all the time we got, baby?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you.